Something seems to be missing from there. Then when you come around this side, there's a bit of a hole up in the middle there. That's where Rodney came out. So here we are back on the xtrail. Now I've been hunting for parts and this is all I could find so far. Still some stuff missing, but this will do to start with. Now this is the gear shifter for the GTIR. Now unfortunately the xtrail has cable shift where the GTIR has, well, solid push rod shifter, which will give you a much better feel, but it's going to be fun trying to mount that in. So, great big box of parts. I've got a complete box of degreaser. Yeah. I've got this little box in the front. Nolitane bushes for making engine mounts. An actual GTIR engine mount, which I was missing off the front of the engine, so that actually looks like it might fit into the xtrail, sort of. These are my custom-made alternator brackets to put. Because of the last project I was fitting the Pulsar motor to, I had to relocate the alternator onto the back of the engine. So things like the gear sensor and the bolts. We have a GTIR cluster with custom white gauges and the matching center gauges. Yeah, they won't be going in, but we have a GTIR steering wheel, but this won't be going in either because the xtrail has steering wheel controls, accelerator cable, airflow meter, that'll be handy, the airbag module and wiring. Pretty sure this is a mix and match. The main column is N14 out of the GTIR and the center shaft is all out of N12. That's what I had to do to get rid of the power steering. Old school dual stage boost controller. It's basically just two boost controllers with the solenoid in between them so that you can just... Aha! GTIR ECU. Anti-theft device with keypad. An ABS computer. This is an entire body harness from a GTIR Pulsar. Engine bay loom. This is the bit we need, the engine harness. And that is the two door harnesses. So there may be some more of this that I require, but I'm not sure at the moment. I definitely know I need this stuff, and this and this. Pretty sure when I stripped all this out of the Pulsar, it was around 13 kilos of wiring. Just interesting, I thought. So anyway, alright, so time to start on this thing. First thing I'm going to do is run over it with the vacuum cleaner and clean up all the extra trash, like leaf litter, stuff everywhere. So, I'm going to start with the vacuum. But actually, there's one thing over here I want you to look at. Over here we've got this thing
which is labelled as being a smart cell protector. Now, it is fused, it's got a fuse here, but the cable goes down around under the battery tray and around this side and then up here and onto the battery. So there is, I would estimate, 1/2 metre of positive cable coming from the battery and jammed underneath other things before it actually gets to the fuse. That's a really bad thing. Generally, your fuse wants to be as close to the battery terminal as possible, really. This is just a really bad way of doing it. This is just how cars burn. Don't know what the point of this thing is, so I tried Googling it and all I got was screen protectors for smartphones in America. Yeah, so that's all going to come out and not go back in. We're going to retain pretty much all of the factory wiring that we can. This particular loom, the engine loom, that will be getting replaced with the pulsar stuff. Alrighty then. So, if I drop the engine and gearbox out of here, I would have to make a few new mounts, but I reckon I could get this engine in. The front drive shafts, they look fairly similar, so I'm pretty sure I could mix and match enough components to make them fit. However, the rear end is where the big trouble is. So, under the rear, this is a very small diff. So, I would have to chop out this whole section and make a new bracket to hold the rear of the pulsar diff, which, not a huge job to modify that, but once I get the pulsar diff in here, the drive shafts then become the issue. Now these are tiny little CV joints on there, so I can't really just mix and match these shafts to suit. So yeah, that's not much fun. Now as we come out to the end here, the ABS sensor ring, which would need to be retained, is the wrong size. So the only thing I can do there that might work is if I just measure everything up, I could possibly swap out these rear hubs and put the pulsar hubs on as well, but I don't know where that would leave me with track width, and the pulsar is a 4-stud wheel where these are 5. So nothing is really ideal back here. That's pretty much the gist of it. For this point in time, there's just too many hurdles to try and get this job done. Now, true, you can get CV shafts made, but it was bloody expensive. And I don't really want to go down that route again, so that's not going to happen this time. Could swap it all over and put the pulsar hubs on front and rear. That's a possibility, but I don't have them on hand to actually see if it'll work. So yeah, the only logical thing at this point, considering I have like absolutely no money to be spending on this project, is to push this project out and bring in one of the others that I have already spent money on that needs to be finished. So yeah, xtrail, sorry for those that got excited by it, the idea. It's not happening just at the moment. So let's go find a car trailer and move a few things, and that's it for this project for now. But as always, customize everything.